Hi, good day to Aries. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. Today is the 28th of July. So if you come across this reading anytime from the 28th of July onwards, you must probably meant to see it. But if the reading is not resonating with you, please remember, never force the reading to fit. Always look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. Rising signs. Thank you for those who are following, those that are liking my videos. I really do appreciate that. So let's see here, Aries, past, present, and future. What is it that the cards are saying to you in your past, present, and future? So please remember that if the reading goes longer than my TikTok time allocation, I will be posting a longer video on my YouTube channel. So you have got first up the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, Ace of Cups in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, got the Magician, Ace of Swords in reverse, and you've got the Death card in reverse, Scorpio energy coming through here. Got Aquarius energy as well coming through here. So some of you are facing these situations where there are these wonderful new beginnings for you, where situations are looking so much better than what you would have originally thought it would be. So there's a lot of positivity. It's almost as though like you are having this karmic change in your situation that's making many of you very happy. Something that you had wished for, something that you had hoped for is becoming a reality for you. And there's a lot of happiness in the situation for you. So we are seeing that. However, with wishful thinking, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius person where things are really falling into place with them. And others could also be dealing with a situation where you are dealing with somebody where it is becoming a bit of a challenge, where emotionally things are becoming a little bit of a challenge, where maybe your self-confidence may be running a little low. And it could be creating a situation of loneliness and insecurity for some of you, especially if it pertains to an Aquarius person, if you have an Aquarius person in your space. If it's not an Aquarius person that you're dealing with, it's a situation where things have changed for you. It's almost as though you've got this wish fulfillment, but you are feeling very insecure and you're lacking in your self-confidence. Maybe for some of you, your personal relationships is not making you very happy at the moment. You know, things that you'd hoped to have worked out is not working out, and somebody that you were very fond of is seemingly to be not worthy of your affection. Sometimes it's almost as though you've lost your emotional equilibrium in the situation. However, what we do also need to take into consideration that there is like this change that is happening. There is this change that is happening in your situation, and you need to realize that you cannot force issues to happen. That sometimes you are dealing with some very complex situations, and that to be direct will not be the best approach, but rather that you allow yourself to be calm and diplomatic about things. You look at these situations as maybe you need to simplify it and maybe not be so single-minded about things, because that could actually not work in your favor if you are going to be single-minded about situations. It's very important that you do realize that. It's also very important that you realize that, there could be things that are becoming too difficult for you. But it's like there is these new beginnings, there is these new opportunities, but there could be a little bit of delays for some of you when it comes to these situations. So you need to be very mindful of this, that there are these delays that you are facing, and that you can't force the issues to move as fast as you would like it to be, but rather allow things to unfold in its natural course without you becoming emotional about what is happening and how things are unfolding for you. It's almost as though you've got to play the patience game in the situation. You need to also realize that, if you are going to be forceful or indecisive about things, it could cause you to miss out on these financial opportunities that are coming your way. It's important that you have foresight. And if you're feeling as though you are lacking that right now, take a moment to pause, because you will find a situation that so-called friends might betray you. You might find yourself in a situation where your confidence has been betrayed, or that you've been given the wrong advice. And you may be dealing with somebody who's very malicious, especially when it comes to these financial new beginnings for you. And this is what is causing a delay for you. Realizing that you are in this creative energy and you can allow this creative energy to unfold for you, but you do need to be very honest with yourself about what is happening. You need to be very honest with yourself about the part that you are playing in your situations, and not allow yourself to be overcome with difficulties and with trauma in the situation. It's very important that you do realize this, that you don't get so caught up in the drama of a situation that you cannot see the wood from the trees. It happens that, we get so caught up with things that we are oblivious to the truth of what is really happening, and you being oblivious is actually what's going to cause you more of a problem than what you had originally thought that you would have. So bearing all of this in mind, that you can't always have things your way, but sometimes you could be dealing with a little bit of trauma. It's also important that you realize that as much as you are feeling this creative energy, you need to be very mindful that you could be going through a stage of being very irritable and having very negative feelings towards other people. And this could be you being your own worst enemy. And you need to see that. You need to see that, pride could be the root of your problem. Something that hasn't worked out for you financially is making things very difficult and very unbearable for some of you. And you need to be mindful that you don't take out these negative feelings that you are having on others. And like I said, becoming your own worst enemy in the situation. It's important that you do realize that there could be this radical change and transformation that you were hoping for is not happening as quickly as you would like it to be. And you do need to change the way you are viewing things. And this might be filling some of you with a lot of horror, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress at the moment. But you do need to realize that you have to be more flexible. If you don't change and you don't allow yourself to evolve, you are going to be facing boredom and maybe that loss of spark, that loss of vibe that you have for yourself. It's going to affect your personality and affect what you are made of, affect who you are as a person. So it's important that you take this into consideration with what you're facing. So I am going to continue this reading. I'm going to end this reading here for you TikTok viewers, and I'm going to continue this reading on my YouTube channel. So goodbye to my TikTok people, and I'm going to carry on with this reading on YouTube for my YouTube people. Thank you so much for watching. So to my YouTube people, let's shuffle another layer and see what is it that's going on here in your situation. What is it that you need to be aware of from this, this moments of truth that we are going through here, this things that are happening that you are needing to face. Sometimes we like to pretend that everything's okay, and I'm all for positive affirmations and having a positive mindset, but it's important that you face what else is going on in your life. You see, you've got the Hermit in reverse, you have got the Knight of Cups in reverse, Ten of Pentacles upright. Okay, let's see what else we see here. Oops, what was this? Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, let's shuffle some more cards here. Oh, okay, cards just jumping out here. Knight of Swords in reverse. A lot of challenges. Queen of Wands in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Let's take this one out that's popping out here. And Page of Pentacles in reverse. So Aries, you are going through a lot of trauma, it seems like it. So Aries, you've got Virgo in reverse, the Hermit energy. Some of you could also have Sagittarius and Leo energy in your chart. So this is very much a case of your wisdom and your caution has literally vanished from you in the situation. You could have been very impatient. You could have been feeling, some of you could also be getting to a point where you are feeling as though your age is catching up with you. And some of you are feeling very isolated, very lonely. Or in other circumstances, there's some of you that are also going through a phase where it's almost as though the arrogance of youth is affecting your judgment. Some of you don't want to take advice from people that are older than yourself. Some of you could be becoming very, what is that word, cantankerous. You're becoming very cantankerous. You're becoming very obstinate, regardless of your age. And you know what, you're becoming forgetful of situations and you are just refusing to get help, and you're allowing yourself to be isolated and to be very lonely because of some kind of betrayal that has happened in your situation. So you need to be very mindful of this energy that you are carrying here with yourself. This is a very negative, dramatical energy that you are carrying, a lot of angry energy, a lot of energy of loss that is happening here. Some of you also could be feeling as though somebody that you had found very attractive is really just not very good for you right now, that this relationship is not working out for you right now. You're feeling left out. You could be feeling left out in the relationship, in the situation. You could be dealing with somebody who's very fickle. You could be dealing, or you yourself you've become this person that, you are just not becoming a good person. You could be becoming immoral in the way that you're dealing with things. You're becoming a faithless lover. You could be just breaking hearts and not caring about what you're doing. So you need to be mindful of this energy. We see that there's a lot of financial abundance. There's a lot of, like inheritance or money coming towards you that is actually working out for you, where things are working out for you. And you need to be very mindful of this energy that you are having, because at the same time, you are also dealing with maybe yourself or somebody else who's a very jealous person, somebody who can be very insincere with their words, somebody who is just a difficult person. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who is a rival for your affections, and this person could have a very bitter way of being. So you're needing to look at this, or you must probably be very mindful of yourself, burning your bridges. Be careful of how you are facing situations, how you are handling situations, and that you are not burning bridges before you are actually allowing a foundation to be laid. You're going through something that's upsetting you, that's making you very angry, and what you are doing is that you are just creating more destruction for yourself. You got to be very mindful as well that you or whomever is in your space is not somebody who's just making a lot of promises, but rather that you are not becoming a secretive person, that you're not allowing yourself to become treacherous in your behavior, and that you're not just making these outrageous lies to be in a situation. So you are facing this problem. You are facing either yourself or someone else who's becoming so unpredictable. And, it's almost a situation of definite conflict coming towards you. So you need to be mindful, Aries. What is it that you are attracting? How is it that you are behaving? What are the choices that you are making for yourself in your situation? Some of you could also be dealing with somebody who's becoming a very mean person, or you yourself could be becoming. You could be this Queen of Wands, whether you're male or female. It doesn't matter. We are energy beings. You could be becoming somebody who's becoming ill-tempered and jealous, and you could be having this fiery energy and this fiery passion. Some of you could also be in a stage where you don't express your truth. Your shyness allows you, it's charming at times, but at certain times, this is what is hampering your communication with others. It's actually a negative. It's not helping you. It's not allowing you to evolve. It's not allowing you to face your situations, but instead you're becoming vindictive. You are not wanting anybody else to be having the independence of thought, independence of action. You're just becoming ill-tempered and just a difficult person. So you need to be mindful of this energy that is you right now. What is it that you are doing? Why are you doing this? What do you hope to create by doing all of this? Be mindful of yourself. It's also very mindful that you're not creating a situation where you are living above your means, where you are being irresponsible both with your own finances and with other people's finances as well. It could be that you could be in a situation that you've brought upon misfortune on other people, and this is why you have this energy of defensiveness. But you got to be so mindful that as you are moving forward, that you don't face situations of theft or fraud in your own life, and that you keep your wits about you, and you be mindful about your possessions, your situation. Be mindful not to get involved in situations that's going to bring you this kind of calamity. It's going to be knocking on your door. So you really have to take cognizance of yourself right now. There's a lot of negativity going on in your space. There's a lot of financially, what I'm seeing here, there's a lot of financial gloom and doom. I'm so sorry to be the bearer of such horrible news, but you need to be mindful that there has been some kind of a financial situation that has occurred, and you need to be very mindful of not running up debts, of not living above your means, of not having unrealistic goals in your situation, of not becoming so moody and irritable with yourself and with other people. Because as much as you're worrying about finances, your worry and not having a solution can actually make your situation worse than what it is. So you are really facing a very diabolical situation here, a very difficult situation for yourself, and you need to be very mindful of the situation. You could be having somebody in your space that you are seeing as a bit of a financial drain. You could be seeing that they sort of like always trying to gain money from you in some way, like somebody who's not prepared to put in the hard work for what it is that they have and to make things work. You could also be dealing with an adult person who's behaving like a very childish person as well. You yourself could be behaving like a childish person. But you really need to realize that there is no get-rich-quick schemes to help you in the situation that you are in, this cash flow crisis that you are facing. That you do need to be very prudent. You do need to take careful steps in order to move forward. So this reading is for somebody who's gone through some kind of a financial trauma, Aries. If you are going through this financial trauma, or you have this financial trauma that has been unfolding in your recent past, present, and it's still not over in your recent future, you really need to face your situation and take a moment to try to fix it, and realizing that if your ego is going to dictate and take control of the narrative, this is just going to be a foolhardy road that's going to lead you to even more despair. So Aries, I hope you guys have got some guidance from this reading. Please remember to like, to follow, to share, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care and goodbye.